Mercy is the oldest one in this game.
I think you're
students.
right. Yeah.
I see you're working into the wee hours.
I have asked you before not to refer to me that way.
Right, whatever, sorry. Anyway, what kind of bizarre spells are you weaving?
An excellent question. It's a brand of spellcraft many have dreamed of, but none have achieved. A revolution in magical theory.
Revolutionary spellwork, huh?
Steel yourself for this. The working transforms leather boots into licorice, the old serviceable shape with a new, sweeter taste.
That's certainly something. I'm sure you'll ravage the economy with this one. So, why boots precisely?
I was inspired by your suggestion that licking the nobility's boots would fulfill my dream.
Because licorice tastes so much better.
Discreetly taste my own boots.
I feel like licorice might have been more of a hit back in the day when we didn't have super processed fucking sugars.
You know, that's fair.
And I think black licorice is good in moderation.
Yes.
I get overwhelmed easily with it,
Yes.
but I do enjoy. I like black licorice that has a little less bite to it, and I can eat more of that in one sitting. But I do like the taste of it. I just like it's kind of like a handful, and then I'm done for fucking like a few months.
Oh yeah, no, like if I eat too much black licorice, like my tongue gets tingly.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it is about it.
I think it's just licorice.
Yeah.
Mine does too. And of course, they probably don't have like fucking like Twizzlers and shit and red licorice.
Distinguishing between genius and idiocy. You set me the challenge of licking boots, and I would say that I have risen to it ably.
I give you.
Well, your common sense and nuance is wrong.
But I think you took what I said.
Poor Yuri.
I know.
Then how did you mean it? Does the licking not count if the liquor enjoys it?
It's mostly something you do by way of acting subservient. I'd even lick the mud from your boots, my lord. Get it?
What? Are there nobles so depraved that they would take satisfaction in such a thing?
There sure are. I've licked a boot or three in my day.
Like really, or
Did it not
figuratively?
turn your stomach?
Well, of course it did. There's hardly any dignity in boot licking. Talking to you is truly entertaining. You're a special kind of stranger.
I'm gonna fucking headcanon that fucking Yuri invents fucking ibuprofen because everyone gives him such a fucking headache.
Though, I guess you're not technically a noble at this point, are you?
Way to rub it in.
Ooh.
Nobles in the dead of night? Wait, what? Did you just call me strange?
Oof, I'm exhausted. Better go hit the sack. Don't work too hard, milady.
I did not give you leave to go! Ugh, his rudeness knows
You have no standing.
I'll have my revenge. Perhaps by exposing his business with these nobles. He'll rue the day he loosened his tongue in front of me.
God, she really does have a good villain laugh.
Oh yeah. I was watching Squid Game and fucking someone did that fucking like
Oh yeah,
laugh
yeah,
like
yeah.
for real. And I was like, is this like a just a kind of an Asian culture thing? Because fucking like in Japanese media and then Korean
Like
media,
all,
I've
like, the
heard that kind of
villains,
fucking
yeah.
weird like exaggerated fucking laugh.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, is this a real laugh that people have, or is this just like a fucking like exaggerated like
Right.
villain laugh?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It threw me for a loop.
All I
hearing
know is that I love the video where it's that laugh, but it's a bird making the laugh if
It's
it's walking
horrifying.
around. I love it.
I'd cry hearing that in the middle of the night.
Can't let lowlifes like you into Garrick Mock. Nobody likes troublemakers. Trust me. What the? Oh, it's you. Don't sneak up on
I've
me.
been standing here for a while now.
But we can discuss your lacking magic.
God, your eyes are so intense.
Why are you here? You following me, pal?
I don't like that he's like looking extremely down. It's not we're that short. But fucking
Guess I can't fault you for that. Since you
But
seem to
fucking
have
his
admired
eyes
your
were just
enemies without me knowing.
downward
yeah.
and just and it's like he's like, look at that bulge.
She clearly doesn't know me too well. Yet she keeps sending fools my way like the stubborn shrew she is. That's my stepmother for you. Shocking. Remember when I told you my little bro inherited House Albrecht after I left?
That's him.
Well, he's my half-bro, and his mother is devoted, to say the least. She'd do anything for him. Sadly, he had the nerve to be born without a crest.
How dare him?
How dare.
I stand with a rare one swimming in my veins. She's convinced I'll return one day to take back my title by force. Completely off her rocker, that one.
Send her a letter saying I'm not gonna. Can you
right.
fucking fuck off?
If only
Kindly
that
leave me alone.
was possible. Besides, I refuse to concede any
Here in
more
writing,
already
I do
have.
not want it.
Here in
Goodbye.
writing, I do not care.
Yeah.
I can handle it just fine. If I wasn't around, she'd shift her beady gaze to my dad. Maybe even to my mom, who fled the house a while back. Or maybe my little bro would become the target of her good intentions. Can't allow that to happen. And that's the bottom line. Long story short, you should keep your distance from me.
That's like that his fucking thing right there is the loose plot of fucking Kingdom.
How would I explain that? That's some big talk, pal. So you'll protect me too, will ya? To think someone who can keep up with the exalted king of grappling would say such a swell thing. I'm a betting man, so I'll take the bait. Let's see if you really intend to protect me. Or if those were just pretty words.
Just don't start intentionally throwing fights.
You know he's gonna.
Oh, yeah.
What's with all the ruckus, I wonder? Wait, isn't that Constance?
I'm in daylight.
Keep your nose out of it. Yeah, none of your business. Unless you're his girlfriend, that is.
You ascribe too much to me, sirs.
Give that fucking voice actor a fucking Oscar, dude.
It's an apartment.
So prissy. You Balthus's lady or not?
Softly, please, softly. Such accusations are slander upon his good name. I have no place in the heart of one so freewheeling and glad.
I wonder if it's in Balthus's because she's had the most fucking like weird daylight things with
She
him.
really has.
The tail end of it.
Her past. That's what I'm referring to.
We're trying to spread some juicy Balthus gossip over here. You're nothing to him, so why ruin our fun?
Because what you say is unthinkable. If you attempt to spread lies that strain credulity so, it will be your own reputations that suffer. Your reputations or your bones, should Balthus ever learn of this deception. A
Oh, wait.
hairline break may heal, but the powder he makes of a man's skeleton is another matter. And that's to say nothing of the jelly that will be left of your organs.
What is Balthus, an ogre?
I love to spread it on my toast in the morning.
Yeah, spreading lies is a bad idea. Good thing I'd never do such a thing.
Right. This is all a big misunderstanding.
I like how they gave one of them facial hair just so you can like
He's different.
distinguish. Yeah.
Watching it switch was really fucking funny. It just like whoop.
Yeah, it's just gone
It's like he sucked it back in.
out of fear.
It's like that SpongeBob episode where he, or not the movie where he fucking is like, this is a mustache. And he just grows. It's like the opposite of that. I'm not a man.
Say all this stuff about me. Don't tell people things like that. They're not the ones ruining my reputation. You are.
Oh, how short-sighted of me. I believed myself.
Oh, now
to
it's back to
act
funny
in your
footsteps.
interest.
Yeah, you see how it's just perfectly timed for fucking like things that should be a little bit more serious. You feel?
Because it wasn't funny footsteps up until now.
Well, I can get funny footsteps for him because he's a clown.
Right.
Maybe the whole shaker.
But they always do it with the characters that have like extreme trauma.
Yeah.
And that's why like people find Bernie annoying because her things are very similar, all of her conversations.
Mhm.
Magnanimity is
And then they always make a joke out of it.
Yeah.
man I know you to be.
And granted, they lessened how horrible it was, but fucking like
Still.
it's still not great.
She? Maybe it's better when she treats me poorly. Being praised like that is downright uncomfortable.
You're used to being treated like a nobody.
Mm-hmm.
just going all over the map right now. It all fucking works out with
Exactly.
these four.
Delicious, is it not? There is little that can rival the
See, she didn't have to voice 2 characters because she basically has to voice 2 characters just in her own character, basically.
I prefer mine with a pinch of salt.
Look at you, eating regular food like the rest of us regular folk.
Yes, not boots of licorice.
A fish from the river.
Speaking of, pulls out a boot, the boot off. Happy's horrified.
Plus, there's a war going on. We've all got to save money however we can.
Constance, what is that shabby meal you're eating with such lowly company?
You guys, are you twins?
After all that's happened, she's given up on regaining her noble title. Probably for the best. How dare you?
Would you two mind your own business? We're just trying.
We're like really fundamentally more unique and cool looking than you.
Exactly.
A stray cat is screeching at us. Oh dear.
It's basically the same face again.
It
just
is
slightly.
absolutely the same face.
It's not exactly. The eyes are a little different. The expression's a little different.
Yeah.
But it's essentially the same face though.
Constance seems to be doing the same thing. How humiliating.
This is the most interaction I've had with fucking rando people. Besides Marianne's one guy.
Oh, we
And that's
weren't
where
expecting that. Yeah.
Pardon my outburst, but I couldn't help myself after your ridiculous conversation. How I eat my fish has nothing to do with my status. In fact, I shall vow one thing now. When House Nouvelle is restored, I shall bite into a whole fish thrice weekly. Pardon? Moreover, Happy is a dear friend. I won't permit you to call her a stray cat or anything so insulting. We shall continue to remain steadfast friends. even
She's
after
like
my title is
face
restored.
deep in the fucking fish, and she's like, huh?
Yeah, right.
That to happen. We both know that if she carries on
Got
with
fish
such
bones on her cheeks like
disgraceful
whiskers.
behavior, she won't restore her house anytime soon. Well, for the upper class, those two seemed rather classless.
Yeah, nobly often is.
What just
Yep.
happened?
Oh, I knew them of old. They were callow noble women from the school of sorcery.
No, I mean, you said that I'm a dear friend. Did you really mean that?
Happy goes, I have friends?
Oh, well,
She's like,
one
what the
says all
fuck?
sorts of
How did this
things, so one
happen?
feels like being cruel. But yes, I really meant that. Even when I am a noble once more, I expect you to keep me company well into my dotage.
Of course, Coco. Won't be easy getting rid of me.
Because I like food and you got the money.
So feed me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll start sighing.
I need to grow a food baby. She's like, what is that? And it's like when you eat so much, you have a little,
This.
you know,
little
paunch.
paunch.
I knew it.
Always in one sitting, super healthy.
It's gold.
Oh god.
Some poor
Incredibly.
savages left it here for me to find. I'll be taking this then.
You think the whole world is your collection jar. Unbelievable.
Think I know.
Sorry about that. Look, I feel awful. Please don't twist up your face like you're suppressing a disappointed sigh. How about I use this gold to buy you something nice? A sweet treat,
Can't she like
perhaps?
no
Yeah.
sigh?
I don't eat contraband sweets.
I don't know.
Are you trying to get me locked up again? Give back the money.
Because like
or
the body naturally sighs.
Either
I
way,
know.
Keep me out of it.
As you wish, milady. Straight to the fun fund it goes. Drinks don't buy themselves, unfortunately.
That might make for a fun night or two. But what about all the money you owe? If you're going to keep this, you should apply it to your debts before a bounty hunter gets a hold of you.
This gold wouldn't even make a dent. It's chump change. Better to drink it than waste
It'll be
it.
chump change if you keep
In that
saving.
case, when I'm dead, I'm dead. When that happens, none of this will matter anymore. I'm not gonna worry about what I can't control. I've got better uses for this gold in the meantime.
I don't understand how you can be so reckless. It's as though you want to get killed. Meanwhile, if I lose control for even a moment, monsters will eat me for dinner.
Hearing you say that
Why?
so casually feels like a bad omen. It's
Why is that a
unsettling,
thing for you?
I don't know.
Sorry, is that too morbid for you? You just told me when I'm dead, I'm dead.
And it's true. For me, not for you.
And why is that?
Because all of this mess I'm drowning in is my own fault. Every bit of it. You can't say the same. I'm in trouble because I borrowed, drank, and fought too much. All my own choices. That means it's on me to take responsibility and accept the inevitable outcome.
So, since it's in my control to keep the size at bay, I don't get to relax ever?
Not quite. I'm saying that it isn't your fault, so you shouldn't have to bear that burden alone.
What are you gonna do?
That's a nice sentiment.
Put a hand over Happy's mouth whenever she starts gonna sigh?
Imagine having to be a kid with this, unless this happened later.
All over the instant I
The sigh thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
And why? And I want to, like, my big question is, why does it matter for a sigh specifically? There's so many different ways to exhale air.
Exactly,
and
yeah.
That's like essentially the same thing like yawns and shit like
Yeah.
that, but it doesn't fucking go there. Why a sigh?
Right. Is it the intention behind it?
Because like I said, you can just sigh without fucking feeling anything. It's just,
Oh, yeah.
sometimes you fucking forget to breathe.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it's a good place to stop.
Yes.
So I'll catch you guys on the next episode when I finish exploring, and then finish exploring, and then I might do some stuff off cam, but really, because I got some quests completed, so I can eat with some
Ooh.
people. Maybe I might not be able to actually. I might have already eaten with people, but good place to stop. So until next time.
Bye.